here is dang there, I just had some Fritos, a little snack to power up my web stream for today. What is this, Tuesday? It feels like a holiday. It feels like a weekend. I didn't really do anything today except wake up. Well, I've been watching some streams. That's about it. And it's been nice. It's been nice. By the way, here's the first Diet Coke of the day we're about to consume. The first and last. I only like to do one. Sometimes I'll do 2 Diet Cokes. Rarely. But this is from the latest canning. You can tell from the nostalgia-based, Christmas-themed printing on my aluminum can there. So at least you know it's fresh, I guess. I don't know how you can tell. It's Diet Coke, you know. All right, what else we got here? We got the beautiful blue Bluetooth controller in your face. Almost whapped the camera, which is I kind of like to do every time. Hey, let's talk about the web stream today. We'll be going for 2 hours, maybe more. I'm actually thinking about building some Lego on stream because I haven't done that in a while. I think it'd be a perfectly good day to do that. Let me show you what I'm thinking about here. I was watching Mimi, my friend Mimi's stream yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, I had one of these. I actually took it home with me, even though I don't have a lot of room. She had a really tiny bag, travel bag." See if I can figure out how to open this. But I got like 2 of these, and they're not super huge. It's quote unquote Lego. It's compatible, you know, but it's not from the Lego Corporation. Hello, this is probably going to cause great bodily damage. No, we're good. All right. So what is in here is, let's see. Okay. I don't know. I'd never really heard of this Fragpunk, although apparently it's a semi-popular video game. Okay, so it comes with the bag, some really tiny pieces there. Okay, probably need those. Box is empty. It does come with a paper construction manual. Oh, and decals. This could be kind of fun. Paper looks like basically the same kind of compatible instructions you'd see on a Lego. Fragpunk, and it's just one bag, right? Okay, we can open this up and it won't all spill out, right? Or is it 2? I guess it's like a bunch. Okay. And apparently some of these are different, but it's all the same bag. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll build this today. Again, I have 2 of these, so I might as well build one of them. Put all these like together here. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll build them off stream. I'm not sure how exciting it'll be. It usually takes about an hour to build that much Lego. It's 300 pieces ish. It says roughly 300 pieces. I guess it varies. All right. So anyway, we're gonna play some Microsoft Flight Simulator. Or, you know, I would say play, but it's not really a game. You can't win. You could lose, I guess, if you call crashing losing. There'll be a short break. I'm gonna be playing the big brain games today. That's me doing the Quirtle, the reveal game, the tightrope trivia game. Oh, it's so exciting. The Turtle. It can be kind of fun to watch, though. If you know, other streamers do it a lot. It's just something people like to do. It's kind of a content thing. And then after that, there'll be a short break, and then it's a live musical performance right here by me, featuring me playing this particular guitar from my collection of roughly 15 guitars. You know, I still have to do what I've been wanting to do, which is get my bass going for Hobie Gal, so we could do that on stream this weekend for sure. In fact, I'll do that this afternoon because I'll be bored this afternoon. So I should remember how to do it, I think. But yeah, it may actually be set up already. This is a nice guitar, though. We'll talk about it more, but I've had it for a while. I've had it for over like 11 years now. And I play it a lot. It's actually starting to show some fret wear there. But which is going to happen. All right, I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 booted up here. I've got we're in the correct category. I'm streaming both live to Twitch and to YouTube simultaneously, which is quite the magic trick. It's not really. I'm trying to realize, look, if nothing else on your live stream, show some energy, you know? Show some energy. Show some, you know, even if nobody's watching, because why not? You know, if you know, you never know when somebody's watching, and if they come see a guy going, "Hey, this is really exciting," you know, it's just not going to be a compelling stream. You want to see stuff. You want to see stuff happening in the windows. You want to see rah. You want to see activities, which we're seeing here, sort of. I don't know. All right, start. All right, step one. I always do these in the wrong order. We're going to pick an aeroplano. Something that I enjoy flying, which is almost everything, really everything that's in this list at least, except the jetliners. I just don't find them compellingly fun to fly, or even at all fun to fly. And the helicopters mostly are kind of stressful. We're gonna fly a Bugatti racing plane from the 1930s. It's very rare. They didn't make very many of them. But I got one for my little thing here. Let's do Gulf Netherlands. That's a really bright color. Really bright. We like the bright colors. All right, we picked an aeroplane. We're going to cold start it. It's a fun plane. It's got two 8-cylinder inline engines, gasoline engines from the Bugatti car originally. Now the big question comes to where to go. Where to go. You know, have we actually been through all the places that are listed in that? I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Let me just bring up I'm going to look at the Japan update video, because I have a feeling we've missed something. So and the only way to know is to look at it. I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. Okay, where is it? Here's the World Update 20, Japan. Let me bring this up so you can see it. Oops. Here we go. There's some audio for you. Can you hear that? There is audio. All right, Hiroshima we went to, but I think there's something coming up right around here. These go real quick, so I gotta pause them. We saw this. This is cool. Saw that. This I think we saw, or we're coming to the thing. That one. Maybe we'll just do Osaka. We went to Kyoto. We saw this one. That's pretty cool. That we saw. I think we saw that. Now Mount Fuji is just a huge area. Maybe we should just fly around Mount Fuji. This we saw, the sea candle. Yokohama Landmark Tower we went to. There was crashes there. We went there. This looks a little. Oh no, we saw this. This is okay where that bridge is, and there's that. There's this thing out in the water there. Tokyo Tower we saw. Skytree we saw. Yes. This one, Yogi National Stadium. Hold on a second. I don't think we saw this one. I don't know how to find it though. Let's see if it's findable in the game. It's Yogi. I was going to search. Let's see if there's yes, there is. Okay. And it is Tokyo. But it's just a specific location in Tokyo. I think we can find it. But we're going to have to find, where should we take off from? I mean, there is a bunch of airports. Right? I mean, why is it not showing? Okay, we gotta go like this to see the airports. Got it. Okay. So we're gonna fly around this area of Tokyo, which I guess is the central area code. See if we can find the National Stadium. All right, that's fine. That's not up there. And this is where the park is. I'm trying to get my thing. It's kind of to the west of the river. Well, I'm going to set this area as an arrival. And then we're going to find we're going to take off from, I guess we'll take off from Haneda. Actually, we'll take off from Kamagaya. It's a much smaller airport. We're going to cold start it. This is all just random. And we're going to change it from nighttime today. Just because that's the thing. All right, so this will show, good thing is it will show our route so we can't get lost. That's, well, hopefully. But we're going to cold start this place. An interesting they actually made these, but they weren't flying as practical planes. They were built, he built them to make it as air racers, to race just for racing purposes, like to build 10 of them and have different pilots race them. Or to participate in other air races. All right, it's a really cool looking, like called a bat. You call this a Batwing plane for sure. You'll see it's very unusual design. It's got very advanced for its day. It's got 2 counter rotating propellers, each powered by a different engine. So there's two two bladed sets of propellers that are different cams there, and then there's 2 engines. There's a rear engine on that side, and there's a front engine. There's 4 ports. It's a little closer there. So the engine, there's 2 8-cylinder inline engines, which was kind of state of the art in those days, powering these, but going in opposite direction. It's pretty cool. Let's get inside and fly around in it. All right, so let's see what do we got here. Yeah, okay. Windows are open. There's a lot of, handmade stuff. This is kind of a prototype. Let's see. How do we turn on? All right, that works, right? Is there a master? Yeah, there is a master battery. It's back here. Radio on. That's good. What's all this stuff here? I don't think we need those for today. This stuff here, hand pump. Doesn't really do anything, but that's fine. We're getting ready to start. So you start the engines individually using this little system here. So first you switch it to the engine you want, and then you press a button, and it starts the engine, and then we'll start the other engine. It's counter rotating. You switch this over to. Oh, there you go. Hey, thanks for the raid. How you guys doing? For some reason, this is... Okay. I'm gonna start now. Doing a little flying today. I'm flying out of Tokyo, not the Haneda, but the small airport. Wait, am I moving forward here? Okay, parking brake on now. This is my old. This is a vintage '30s Bugatti racing plane. Counter-rotating propellers. It's pretty wild. Pretty loud. It's got a bunch of. How do I close the canopy now? Is it up here? Where is the canopy closed? I think it's always here. Big. That's much better. It was designed by that actual Bugatti guy. Let's see. We got this stuff on, and uses 2 inline racing engines. Okay, all this stuff is on. Spotlight. I think we're okay. Let's see if the radio is working. Shimofusa. Okay, that's where we are. And we're going to depart south. We're heading to kind of this stadium that I guess was updated that I hadn't seen last time we flew out. We've flown around the world update for Japan quite a bit. Let's see, is it coming? Let's go. All right, which way is it though? This way? This way. Taxi clearance. I always like to cold start if I can. This one's pretty simple. You do have to be careful. It's a nose-heavy plane, although it has these big engines in the back. One of the cool things I like about this plane that's unique, I mean, there's always something cool and interesting, unique about a plane. This one is those ports. There's 4 ports on the left and 4 ports on the right, and they're staggered because the engines are staggered. The engines are staggered. One's in front and the other's in back. To do the 2, there's 2 engines. But there's 8 cylinders, but there's 4 ports, so there's a 2-to-1 exhaust system. But as it warms up, they'll start glowing red. Right now they're black. But that's because they haven't fully warmed up yet. By the time we get to the end of the runway, my feeling is they will be glowing red. And then when you shut down the engines, they slowly it stopped glowing red. It's more into they're starting to. I think you can just barely see there. But they'll get bright red after when they really heat up. All right, this is a fairly long runway. Let's get to the end of it. So I'm just looking for a couple of landmarks that we have not seen before. But it's a sweet flying plane, and of course it's got that bat wing and a very unusual tail where the tail is kind of a triangle, and then the rudder is on the bottom. It's all cable operated, and you can watch the cables doing the operation, doing their thing, which is kind of cool. Okay, now we're getting too fast. You don't want to go too fast because, again, like many of these planes, it's hard to slow them down. This is what it looks like from here. That's a better view. You don't get a great view because it's a racing plane. I mean, the canopy is large, but your position is low. But it is what it is. So yeah, we'll be flying around for a little while. Hopefully we'll see these landmarks. I'm already 20 minutes. They'll be playing the Big Bang games today. And of course, a live musical performance will be happening after, as always. I alternate between playing the piano with Ken's Piano Lounge, bring my piano in, and whip out one of my guitars. So with the guitar, it's kind of I do kind of a warm up with instrumental performance, and then sometimes I'll sing a song and play a guitar, and then I'll go to the YouTube karaoke performance part. By all means, the mute, she's the mute button's your friend. I'm kind of worked up my singing voice a little bit over the last couple of years because for karaoke. Okay, we're almost at the point where we can request the takeoff clearance from Clarence. Actually, from Shimafusa Tower. Alright, here we are at the base of the runway. Looks like it's pretty clear. The weather looks decent. Fantastic. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah, we want some flaps, right? There's the air brakes.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er, KNH 9er, 9er.
Why are my flaps not operating? I think they're automated. They're automatic. They're on the automatic. Okay, yeah, we don't really need to operate the flaps. All right, let's fly around. It's a very powerful engine. It's 2 engines. So it has no problem. That's an interesting viewpoint there. All right, let's just take off like this so you can kind of see how it looks. All right, full power. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about torque steer. A single engine plane with one propeller will want to torque a lot, but these won't. Notice not only, there's a lot of automated systems, including the gear come up automatically. It's kind of wild. Okay. Basically, we're going to follow our navigation points and head out to these points of interest. Now, it looks like we'll be seeing points of interest today. Meanwhile, we'll be enjoying the greater Tokyo area. It is a racing plane, and it will get going fast. Okay.
Shimafusa Tower, KNH 9er, 9er.
There's specifically a stadium I want to look at. It's out here, this direction here. Hopefully it'll be pointed up. But Tokyo is a metropolitan area with a lot of things, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of different kind of communities which have been merged into kind of the Tokyo area. But most of it's up ahead, I think. Let's see if I can get my... This, like many primitive planes, would not have had an autopilot system, so you kind of have to trim things. But yeah, you got those counter-rotating propellers in front, which do affect your forward visibility. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm checking my instruments. Everything's on, right? What are the options? Automatic? I don't know. Knob light. Just checking some of the optional controls here. is off, right? Okay. Here, emergency. Throttle. These guys. Okay. Alright, well, we're on our way. We just got to cross the river, head a little west here, due west. I've definitely done that part there. Or, yeah, we're the bigger river. But it's a little, you know, it's a little cloudy, but fortunately the deck is high enough that it's not going to affect our visibility today at flying at low level. But yeah, as a racing plane, the other thing is, yes, it will get us there quickly wherever we want to go. But man, the number of buildings and the density of buildings and unique buildings in Tokyo, it's crazy. And all these bridges. That is rail right away there. You can kind of tell rail went right away from street, from car right away is pretty easily. So that'll be a rail bridge next to a car bridge. You got Tokyo Skytree over here, but that's not where we're ultimately heading to. We've seen the Skytree, but I want to check out this stadium, which, you know, I think we missed last time. And last time was like over a month ago. Last time we came to Tokyo. Right, this building's over here. There's your driving range right down there. Is your Top Golf or whatever they have in Japan. It's exactly like Top Golf. There's your Tokyo Skytree. And golf is very popular in Japan, but you know, Tokyo itself wouldn't have enough real estate for a golf course. But you're right outside the city. I'm sure there's lots of golf courses. Beautiful Tokyo Skytree. That was called. All right, we're gonna head to this place where I think there's a stadium. Normally, I come up this river here, and kind of do this whole side here. It's kind of a thing. Maybe we'll go back down this way, but and then some, you know, there's these outlying areas, Shibuya. There's all these, you know, Akihabara. There's a bunch of Shinjuku, a bunch of districts. All right, it's a pretty plane. I think the windows are tinted. It makes it a little hard to see from the outside. This is kind of a whole amusement park, if I remember correctly, over here. You see there's a roller coaster, there's like a sky drop thing, there's a Ferris wheel, and then there's a covered stadium. I don't know what's in there. Getting a lot of fall foliage. It's nice. Hopefully we'll get some winter stuff. I'm heading to this group of points of interest up here. And then when we do, we're going to use the magical parachutes that we're all equipped with to stop time. Well, we'll stop time and then use the magical parachutes to get out and take a look. I am getting nice, decent frame rates over Tokyo, and it can be one of the most challenging places to fly in terms of having your system operate. But I'm getting good frame rates. So far, at least, I think if we flew around long enough, it would start to gunk up the system. That's a really cool looking pillar building here. This is what I wanted to check out, okay, right? So I got to find the stadium, though, right? There's this here. Yeah, it's this area here. And that's a really cool looking building. We might have to get out and check out some of these. I wonder if the stadium's kind of hidden somewhere. So this is, what is this? Is that really the center of Tokyo? This is the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. I mean, Tokyo is huge. But where is a stadium? Is it over? It's around here somewhere. It might be on this side. Let me see if I can see it. Wait, it's right around here, but it's low. So it might be hidden among much people. You know what? Let's just jump out of the plane. Use our magical parachutes. All right, so we've got our magical parachutes on. We can fly. We can sort of soar around this area here. So I guess this would be one of the, you know, central financial districts of Tokyo. But again, there's multiples. That's the Tokyo Metropolitan Building. So I guess the city government. The country government is somewhere else. Still really cool looking. And these buildings are very nicely done. This one especially I wanted to check out. They got that cool kind of domed, kind of webbing style design, kind of a really modern web design. Wonder where that stadium is though. And all these buildings are covered with, you know, their sponsors. It's pretty cool. What's over here? Some more buildings. Yeah, this is our chance to get a close-up look at this area. We might not come back here again. I don't know. I do not see the National Stadium. I do see a bunch of buildings. Okay, that's something. That's Shinjuku something. And what's this one over here? Not gonna tell me. Mode Gakuen Cocoon Tower. Looks like a cocoon. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't see where. This is Tokyo there, and it's a national stadium, so it should be quite a room. Maybe we'll fly around a bit more. Let's get back in the plane. Fly back into the plane using our magic parachutes. We're gonna circle this area. Yeah, that's still up there. Yeah, maybe it's there actually. Yeah, I think it's this one. But this is what I actually wanted to look for. It should say that, right? What does it say there? National Gymnasium. I think that's what it was. What they were trying to imply, though, right? Yes. Because this is, I was just kind of compare what we're looking for in the in that video. It's a real cool looking building too. Wait a minute, what's going on? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, just checking the details out. It's kind of got this overhang or cantilever effect. Yeah, it's a bug. And I guess there's a park or something over there. It's cool. The architecture of Tokyo is amazing. Sorry about the weird sounds. All right, back in the plane. Start time again. It's kind of late in the afternoon, so we're getting lots of those great shadows. All right, so this is what that's what I was looking for. The National Gymnasium, or something like that. That's National Stadium. National Gymnasium. So there's the Tokyo Sky Tree and the Tokyo Tower. The Tokyo Tower kind of looks more like the Eiffel Tower. The Sky Tree is more like the Toronto Tower. Here's the Tokyo Tower, not the Sky Tree. I think it's actually bigger than the Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure about that. It might be taller. It might be around the same size. It's definitely newer. And then when you go out to the river, to the water here, they have the Rainbow Bridge, which in some versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator is quite nicely lit up, but not 2024 for some reason. Can we go under it? Probably. I mean, we are like in a Batwing plane. And then on the other side here, or one of these sides here, is the Maritime Museum, which is a building that is shaped like a boat. But I may have passed it. Yeah, I think it's back the other direction. And there's a bunch of, it's a tunnel that goes in there. Under the river there. Yeah, here's where it starts to get a little jerky. Let's see, where is it? The Maritime Museum, I think, is this way. Or whatever it is. That building, it looks like a boat. I'm pretty sure it's the Maritime Museum. I mean, it's easy to see once we get close. But this is the approach for that bridge there. I think it's up here. If not, we'll find out. How's our gasoline situation going? Plenty of gas. That's a really cool building there. Really cool. And then the one that looks like a boat. I forgot what it is. It must have been further back the other direction. Yeah. It's up here. Yeah, it's further back. Okay. Well, I don't know where I'm going. But I'm having a good time. Maybe it's on the other water report here. Anyway, it's a great vibe flying around in Tokyo. That's something you can do in the real world. We're going to pull some G's here. Yeah, now I think maybe the Maritime Museum is down this way? I don't know. But I'm having a good time finding out. It's such a gigantically populated area. Yeah, okay, now this is where we were. Some big buildings. This kind of, I don't know where it is. I'll find you actually. I thought it's on this block here, but we went up this way. So a bunch of cool little buildings. Yeah, maybe we didn't go all the way down. Yeah, we did. Someday I'll find it. And this is kind of the port of Tokyo. That's huge. What is that bridge over there? We should, the Tokyo Gates Bridge. We should definitely go over that. Well, we're flying under bridges. If I do see a bridge, I'm gonna fly under it. I mean, not all bridges can be flown under. I like it when the cargo ports have the three-dimensional containers, but most can, and this one can. I would say, at least it's kind of got a nice color scheme to it, also. That matches the plane we're flying in, sort of. That's kind of cool. There's definitely a lot of bridges to fly under in Japan, in the Japan world update. Japan world in general. It's a very, very easily controllable racing plane. It's I guess you'd call it confidence inspiring to fly. It's you know it's not gonna be a problem for it. You know, I can put it right under the center of this bridge. I don't feel like any kind of trepidation. Beautiful design. Can't believe it built. All right, let's go back. We've got another 5-10 minutes. Let's fly a little bit more over Tokyo. There's the National Diet Building. Now that's more of the actual country government, I believe. Is this the building I was looking for? No. I forgot what it was. I don't care. But I just like you know the urban sprawl. I would describe it as Tokyo. I don't think I would ever want to be there. I mean, I don't speak Japanese well enough, and I think it'd be very, I think it'd be very imposing. Although modern electronic devices mean you can kind of dynamically translate people talking to you from Japanese into English, which is kind of a new thing you couldn't do in previous years. It's like bridges there flying over. Way too low for this to be legal. You know, if you do this at home, you're going to get a call from the FAA. They're going to want your license. I mean, it's dangerous for you and everyone else. I don't care. And I do have collision detection turned on. If we hit any of these buildings, it's going to be like, you know. Anyway, but here's the National Diet Building over there. Make sure. Oh, we're not going to hit any buildings. I know what I'm doing. Again, it's a racing plane. Did we see these buildings already? No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, we did. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. And the gymnasium. Okay, we saw those. But yeah, now it's starting to chug a little bit. Right over the center of Tokyo. I don't blame it. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't chugged earlier. Look at all the millions or like these thousands of buildings. All right, what we're gonna do is land. Because it's a fun challenge, and I enjoy the challenge of landing. So there's the Diet Building. I think this area here is the kind of the Imperial Park, where the palace is, somewhere in there. So we're gonna go land down here, Yokohama. It's not too far. It's about how far is it? Like 10 miles. It's nothing. But while we get there, we're gonna have a good overhead view. All those little green squares are places where you could land a helicopter. But we could also go in our AT Ascendants. Still, we can see where's that maritime museum. I mean, it looks, it's definitely around here. It's right on this side. It looks like a boat, but it's a building. Yeah, I know where it is. It's not this one here, is it? Actually, it is. I flew over like 9 times. I didn't see it. This is the building I was talking about right here. I flew over like maybe 15 times. And we flew over here like, I don't know, 10 times. Like, where's the boat? The building looks like a boat. Oh, wow. All right, it's there. For future reference, these are cool. All right, so how are we going to do this part here? We're going to land. All right, I got to see which way the runway goes. Line up for it. Oh, you want to have our gear down. Just brakes out. Now we fine. Turn the power down here. Full flaps, and you can see those wing brakes. So we're going to slow down. It'll slow us down quite effectively. Stall out. Got to stall out. Ah! Was good. Not a good landing. Too slow. All right, we're gonna take off again. I'm gonna come around and see if I can do this again. That wasn't good. I'm gonna try this. I didn't have a good lineup, but I also went too slow. All right, that's okay. Fly, and we're going to come and we'll try it again. That's why, like, you know, that's why I need practice. I don't fly this plane all the time. And, yeah, I mean, too slow. Basically stall it. We'll be fine, though. We're going to come out here to this pier here. Make a turn around. We'll come back this direction. I think I can do it right this time. This pier here is the part of the tunnel. There's a long bridge and tunnel system that connects that thing over there up with the other long ways from thing. In the middle of it has this giant ventilation system in case of emergency, and in general keep it ventilated. And that's what this is. This sticks out of the water in the middle of the tunnel as an emergency exit and ventilation system. But it looks kind of funny. Just that it's kind of this random building in the middle of the bay here. And it's pretty well done, pretty cool. It's kind of architecturally bizarre. But yeah, those are basically exhausts or intakes, etc. Alright, let's line up for this here. And then we're going to get ready again. Okay, so flaps. Here's the flap, a little bit of the air brake, not too much. Flaps to mid position. Keep the engine on a boil this time. I'm watching my speed a little bit better. We'll go to full flaps. But this time I'm going to keep the engine on. Oops. Oh, that was the runway. Let's go to the runway. There actually is one there. On the right runway here. All right, 182, that's pretty fast. One more brake. And there's some people using this runway to take off, but we don't care. Oh yeah, but we want to use the outer runway. Kind of fast. Last time we came in way too slow. Yeah, excuse me, sir. So I don't want to come in too fast, too slow this time. That's a little bit better. What you call a soft, relatively soft landing. Plane trying to land here. All right, that was an acceptable landing. It's a little tricky to land. Not that hard. By the way, you can see as I was talking about, the exhaust ports are now brightly glowing red because of that effect of the heat of the exhaust causing them, the plane going long enough. It's a pretty plane though. Sure is nice looking. So the cool thing is, okay, so you can see they're glowing red and it's kind of cool. I'm just gonna like do this here. Turn off the engine. Turn off the other engine. I'm on the middle of the runway. What are they gonna do? Sue me? Look at all these planes going. What the hell? Is that a A350? That's a big one. I think it's gonna shut off, right? There it goes. Just takes a little while. Yeah, so they both shut off, and then once they do, notice those ports are still red, but it takes a minute or two. Slowly they turn black again. They started out perfectly black, and then as the engines cool down and the whole system cools down, it will they will turn dark again. I don't know how exciting that is, but I just like those kind of details. They're starting to like get a little less slightly. If you watch, it takes a while. If you watch them, you can't really see them, but that's what it is. Pretty plain though. It says Ettore Bugatti on it. The side there. Ettore Bugatti. And then it's got just some real cool detailing and the way it's subtle, the ports and everything. The propeller design's cool. Resorts, yeah, that happens when I get to the ground. But we're done with the flight simulator segment anyway, basically. It is what it is. There'll always be more tomorrow, or at least next stream, which is not tomorrow. It's Friday. That's fine. All right, let's get out of this thing here. Yeah, right around the time I finish streaming, my resource gets filled, and then it starts doing this framey crap. That basically takes, this is as fast as it wants to run. It's bad. It's fine. And this. All right. But why not play some big brain games? I say right now to myself. Because, let's do it. Hold on. Let me switch over. We're going to get out of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to quit to desktop. Hopefully the next version of the simulator will be out really soon. The Sim 4. Okay, oops. All right, we saw a couple of things that I don't think we've seen. So I think now we have seen everything in the new Japan World Update. Big brain games. Let's get going here. We're going to start with a Quirtle. We're in the just chatting category. It's a lot like the Wordle where you blah blah. But you have to solve 4 5-letter words at the same time from the same set of starting clues. Oops. I use the same set of starting words all the time, which makes it just mainly to speed things up. Let's see. What is this one here? It could be S-H-I... Shirk. S-H-I-R-K. Let's see. Upper left. That was the upper left. Let's see. What do we got here? A-U-L-T. So it could be vault. V-A-U-L-T. Right? Lower right. Oh, it could also have been fault. It's got to be fault, right? There's nothing else besides vault and fault. All right. I don't think. Okay. That wasn't helpful, but that's all right. It's a warm-up game. Let's see. The next thing we have is an E and an A. Could be great. All right. Oof. Could also be treat. That's it, though. We have one more guess, right? But now we got to get this one, but I think we will. There's an I and an E and a P to place. So, tepid. T-E-P-I-D. PID. That works. All right, first day game of the Big Brain Games is down and done. We can move on. I'm going to do a bunch of these. The next one, I do kind of the same sequence every time. It's called the Revealed. It's from our fine friends at Britannica.com. Let's just get on with it. Science and tech, and the answer is going to be a 9-letter word. Exactly 9 letters. No more, no less. All right, let's read this heavily redacted document and see if we can figure out what this 9-letter word answer is going to be here. Okay, so what we're looking for is a class of blank blank built up from multiple blank repeating blank linked together by blank blank groups. Blank display a wide array of properties and practical applications. Blank, disposable blank, blank blank, oops, I don't want to reveal that one, and blank represent only a few of the blank made from this blank. Blank most commonly are prepared from a blank reaction between an blank blank containing blank blank groups and a blank blank containing blank blank groups. What is this one? COC, carbon? Carbon. Is it something? Okay, carbon, oxygen, and oxygen groups, but not hydrocarbons? Disposable soft drink bottles. Disposable. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Blank almost come from a blank reaction between a blank blank. Is it classical? It's built to multiple blank series. Let's see what these other practical. Permanent press fabrics. What is this here? An O. I thought it might be poly something. But it can't be polyethylene. What is this going to be? This one's going to be a hard science one. Let's see if we can get another reveal. Enamel paints. All right, I'm not going to get this one today. Synthetic something. Polymers. Yeah, I'm just not getting it today. It's just not, I bet that's why, right? I know it's poly something, right? Well, maybe not, because polymers would have been censored. It's not coming to me, though. Compact discs. Yeah, I give up. What do they want? Polyester. It was not coming to me. I don't care, though. All right, we didn't get that one. Not soft. I don't care. Wasn't. Well, I would never have gotten that in a million years. Polyester. Just for whatever reason, my brain would not have found that one. All right, let's play the tight retriever game. It's a 9-question time trivia question. This is always embarrassing to not get these. I don't give a shit, though. Okay, Greek cheese. Feta. That was the only Greek cheese on that list, by the way. Well, her British parents are home in Italy. Florence Nightingale. I don't know. Wow, these are hard. I don't mind getting my ass kicked by a trivia quiz, though. What planet's famous rings? Saturn? That should have been easier. I mean, it should have been quicker. All right, let's go. China. 1949 revolution will be China. Now belong for it's called Medusa in its adult form. Jellyfish? Fill in the blank. The blank surface of the blank was disturbed by children, so the placid. Miracle Whip is the only one that makes sense there. But I, just a guess. Okay, the bank shoes countries using mistreating Eastern Europeans. It was Khrushchev, I believe. Chitlin Circuit, the name of her cowboy car to is. Beyonce? Well, at least I got 8 out of 9. Well, that wasn't a super hard one. It's only the second from the easiest one. So, let's see what our score is. It's not going to be great. Because I was both kind of slow and I missed one. I mean, see, great. It's not going to be. High flyer, yeah, below, but that's terrible. But it is what it is. Let's play some more big brain games. My brain is kind of today. From the brain, from the brain games. All right, so the last 2 are these. Actually, we're going to be 3 because we're going to do 2 Octorals, then we're going to play this that other game that I kind of trying to figure out. And that one's the slowest one because I'm not good at it yet. I'm just learning it. Let's see. Okay, we have 8 simultaneous ones. So this is the warm-up game. This is probably going to be Carrot on the lower right. Let's just grab that. Oh, it's or Cater. We have extras. Forgot it could be Cater. That wasn't even, I forgot. I shouldn't even guess that. What do we have here? Scorn on the lower left. Gotta be Scorn. Now we have Shook, S-H-O-O-K maybe. Oh, it has to have a C in it. Oof, that wasn't good. My brain is somewhere else today. I guess I'm on vacation. Technically, my brain's on vacation. Okay, so this one is L-E-S-H. It could be flesh, right? I think it's going to be flesh. We're going to, eventually we'll win this one. Now, the next one's the hard one, and then we have some more brain games to play. But then there's going to be a musical performance, me playing the guitar. All right, what this one, could be, this one on the upper right could be Given, and I'm just going to guess Given. All right, it wasn't Given, but that's all right. We don't have to win every one. This one here is C-O, and then it's not, and then there's an L in there. So what would that be? Coily, right? That's the only thing it could be. This one here we have G-A something, Gamma, right? G-A-M-M-A. We used most of the letters. Hey, hope you out. Good to see you. It was a basic, not, as I was attempting as hard as I could to hit the mediocre level on the stream, and I may not quite have gotten it, but there'll be more. Just in terms of, I don't know, the flying was fine. Let's see. We have a B and an M and a U, so it could be Umbra. But we're not going to get all our ones today. All right, let's play the last of the... This is not the last game, but this is the harder version of this game. This one has a lot of luck. The Rescue. I don't get to use my 3 starting words. Could this be Shack? S-H-A-C-K. Oh, it could also be Smack, because the M isn't used. So it could be Shack or Smack. I want to wait on that one. Hopefully we'll find some here where we do know it. See, this one has a D and an I, and neither of them are there. So it's R-I-E-D. So it could be Pride or Fried. Oof. Okay, that's not helpful. Let's see if we can find one that has all the letters. This one just has, it starts with an R and has a D. Definitely starts with an R, though. We know that. So R, and there's probably not a D there. So R-E, or R something. It could be, let's see. What could that be? After an R, but before an E. Could it be another E? I guess it could be. So then the only thing it could be if that's true is reedy. So that was the only one so far that we've seen where we basically have that. But that was good because, well, it wasn't good because we needed that Y to be somewhere and it wasn't anywhere. All right, let's move on and see if I can find another one that has I can get. This one here is S-C-I-N-A. Which could be what? Could it be basic? B-A-S-I-C. It could be. I like basic for this one here. Basic. And that'll give us the B if correct, which it was. And the B was helpful somewhere up here. Now we know we have this word as a U and a C, but that starts with a B. We've used all our vowels. So what it's, but it could be bunch, B-U-N-C-A-H. And if it's not, this is still a good guess. Excellent. All right. So the N and the H were helpful, especially over here. So this one here, it has to now be snack, right, on the left there. I'm glad I didn't guess before because I wasn't thinking snack. I was going to guess something else here. But now we know it's snack because we got the K. Or now we have the K. We had the K. We had all the letters there. All right, where are we going here? We got 4 down and 4 to go and 5 guesses, so we're doing okay. We have all the letters here, and I think this has to be hotel, H-O-T-E-L. It does fit, and it uses all of the letters that we need to. Relatively easy. Okay, let's see. Now here, that one's not going to be easy. Let's check down here. So both of these we need to get. So now let's see what we got here. We know where the R and the E is, and there's an I and a D to place. All right, we still don't know if it's fried or pride, P-R-I-E-D. Oof, that sucks. All right, let's see. What do we have over here? There's a T and an A to place, and the T doesn't go there either. And the A doesn't go there. It could be T-O, and then there's an A. Somewhere there. All right, we're going to guess topaz. It's probably not topaz. It was. That was really, really glad we got that because now we can get it for sure. Because now we know there's a P here, so it's P-R-I-E-D. Pride is the word that we needed there. And now we have 2 guesses to figure out the last one, which will be the hard one. All we know is there is an O somewhere there. And it's not rumor, but there's I think it ends in OR, right? So what could it be? Could it start with a Q, Q, U? No, I don't think so, because the O, Q, U, O, something R. No, Q, U, something OR. No, I don't think it starts with a Q. So let's see. Juror, G-U-J-U-R-O-R. Oh, not juror. Not juror. What could it be? Führer? That's a hard word, right? None of these are words, so I think we got it, right? Yeah, finally won a game today. My goodness, this is hard. All right, there's one more I want to play before we get to the music section. We got plenty of time. And I might even do some Lego today because I might as well just keep going. I don't really care. But the last game I want to play is this relatively new game from the fine folks at Merriam-Webster. All right, let's just move along here. Okay, this is interesting here. Okay, you see, it's kind of like crosswords, but you can interchange letters. If they're green, though, you can't. They're in their final position to spell a word. But if they're white, then they're on the wrong row and column. Instead of, and if they're M, they're on the right row or column, but you don't know which. But anyway, yeah. So you get clues effectively. So what is this one here? Because this I has to be somewhere, and it's before the E. In which case it would be. I don't think it is. There is a Q in this game, which means we may, and there's a U, free U, which is we haven't seen that. It's interesting. I kind of think the Q may be up here. Let's just find out. Oh, right. By the way, you get a limited number of moves. The object is to do this in the minimum number of moves, and you can't take back moves. Once you've done something, you're done. You cannot go backwards. So that's the trick of the game. Okay, so what this letter upper word here? It could be Q U. See, I'm thinking it could be Quake, Quake, and I don't really see what else it could be. So I'm gonna use a theory that it's Quake, right? Okay, well that's helpful. Could it be anything else? No, it's got to be Quake, and we do have a K. Okay, so we got the first word in 3 moves, and that's done. We don't have to look there anymore. But now we got the vertical words and the other horizontal words to do, and it's complicated by eventually these 2 dudes have to be together, the 2 little characters. And they'll be, you'll see. It's okay. This one here, could this be a miss? AMISS? Also, since there's a Q here, you'd think this has to be a U there. Yeah, I think this has to be a miss. So we'll put that back there. And there is another I. But wait a minute. No, it has to be a mass because this is AGAIN. Okay. It's not a miss. I'm glad I checked. That's a mass. Then we have something. Do we have enough for quantum? Do we have a T? See, I don't think we have a T. No, there's no T available. There's a U, but no. Oh, there is a T. So it could be quantum. It's going to have to be quantum. See, let's just grab that. Okay, so we got 10 moves in. My best score is 15. The standard score for a decent game is 17. And that's my average score is 17 moves. So we got 7 more moves, but we're doing pretty good if I can figure out what these last words are. This one here, again, the I can't really go here, I don't think. Because then it'd be M something I. So ends in IE. It could be movie, MOVIE. So let's just check that theory. I like it. This O could go down here because technically it's not the same. That's not considered the same column. And then the only thing that could be there is this V. All right, we're doing really well today, by the way. Hopefully we'll get it in 15, but we still have 3 letters to praise. So we know the least we can get is 16, but let's see how we do here. Let's see. So I think this is going to be tin, right? Yeah, and this C is going to go there. Oops. I messed up. That was Essence, ENCE. Okay, I messed up. I didn't spell that word right. That N goes there. The other S goes there. And then the T. Yeah, so it's going to be 10. All right. 18 moves. So one move off what I was hoping for, and I did make that. I did mess up one pretty badly. That's considered a 3-star thing. So my average is up to 17.4, but occasionally you'll get it less than 17. I like this game. Again, there's some randomness to it. There's luck to it. But there's definitely a skill, and it's not just 5-letter words. So it kind of it acts as a word game. Anyway, I'm going to switch to the music category here. I feel like doing my regular live musical performance that I do every single time. It is what it is. But give me a few minutes to set up. I mean, that's just plugging my guitar in my headphones, so it's relatively easy. But it's going to happen anyway. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Hold on. Don't restart that, please. I'm still getting my shit together here. It's fine. It's fine. right, you can hear me, you can see me. I don't know. This one has a real dark tone to it, which I like. The humbuckers, especially. Well, I made this is a one of my roughly 15 guitars. It's got a long name. It says Epiphone, right? It's an Epiphone. It's made in Asia, but it's owned by the Gibson. The brand is owned by the Gibson company. Les Paul. Limited edition custom, has a Lee Malia signature. Lee Malia is the lead guitarist for the metal band Bring on the Horizon. This is a very special tribute to an old 70s design for Les Paul, so it's higher end than the custom. It's not available. It's called the Artisan, and this is the exact same kind of very complex inlay pattern and binding pattern that you'd find on the Artisan. And the real Artisans, they were very expensive. They only made a few of them. They usually had 3 pickups. They're usually made from a solid piece of walnut. This is not a solid piece of walnut, but it does have a walnut veneer on both sides to make it look like it's a solid piece of walnut. But it's a very heavy guitar. It's really, 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 really well made. Very high-end construction. I think I do need to put new strings on that. They're a little dull. I'm gonna put my capo on and play a bit. Sometimes it's just a fun change to capo, like just do. What's that one I like to do? Sister Golden Hair. I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed. And I set that sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure be a friend of mine. Well, I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one poor correspondent. I've been too hard to find. But it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to take it, I don't mind saying, I just can't make it. Right, someday. Well, I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one poor correspondent. I've been too hard to find. But it doesn't mean you've been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? When I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, I just can't make it. Man, I'm rough today. I don't care. I just got to practice, try to get better. What do I really feel like playing or stupid ways? Today is gonna be the day that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you're never really sure, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the world you have to walk away. And all the life lead the way of blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. As maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Today gonna be the day I'm gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody lives the way I do about you now. And all the world around the world were whining. And all the lies that lead the way were blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Well, maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. Just imagine the rest of the morning. Yeah, actually, non-karaoke karaoke. It's a hard one. I'll call that second. Let's get to the. Where's my set list? So I'm gonna show you my set list today. Smith, there we go, blah blah blah, here to there, back to there, no capo. Mr. Fred Lassie in a breakfast mess. Let's play Twister, let's play Risk. See you in heaven if you make the list. Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you locked in the punch. Andy, how you keeping on Elvis tape, baby? How we losing touch? If you believe they couldn't land on the moon, land on the moon. If you believe
Mr. Charles Darwin and the Golden Nest. Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Say, baby, are you having fun? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe it's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Here's a little legend for the never believer. Yeah. Here's a little ghost for the offering. Yeah. Here's a truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Yeah. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling. Yeah. Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Say, baby, are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Nothing is cool. I like doing that song. We already did Wonderwall. I'm not gonna do it again. We already did Sister Goldenhair. We have not done Wicked Game.
Alrighty, I'm going to. What are we gonna do? Oh yeah, we'll do the round. That would do fun. Do a little tune check though. I don't feel like I'm in tune anymore. Let's just find out. G was way out. G string just says all. We can't keep it just D string in tune. Just the thing.
Stadium with you, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing la 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 dee da? Big bad big, big 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 bad big bad big bad da dee da. La 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 la.
Look, that's the other version. I don't think I can do that.
You're lying back in a satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you been creeping down my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every
another version of the song that has the backing version, isn't there? Sundown Karaoke, right? This is the Zero Fun. I just want to see here. I think there's a different version, right? It says with backing vocals.
Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stairs.
It's much better with the backing vocals.
You've been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again. Faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping down my back stairs.
I'm way off today.
Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again.
That's it, though, right? I'm glad they have. This is a much better produced one. What else we got here? What's the one I do from TV something, right? It's no capo?
You'll say we've got nothing in common, common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You'll say the world has come between us, lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got. I see about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got. She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got.
Well, I had a good time doing that. I had such a good time. We're gonna do the whole thing again next time we stream, but I'm not gonna stream. I got stuff I want to do. Hold on. No, stop. That's a good song though. I should do that one. Fade out line. Let's see what we got here. Right, turning this off, taking these off. I don't need these anymore. A little bit of a transition here. It's gonna take a minute or two. Got a couple things I want to do. Gonna move this over here. So come here, I gotta set it on my iPad. That's over there. It's here. Okay, iPad, very good. Gotta move this out of the way. Give me a minute or two. It's gonna be another, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. I have a light I want to set up as well. Oh yeah, most important thing is I'm changing categories out of music to the Lego and other building category. Lego and brick building category, right? Perfect. Lego and brick building categories. We're gonna make some Lego, sort of Legos, off-brand Lego. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move this camera over here because that's gonna be our overhead camera. And I want to do is set up the camera and the light, but the light's gonna take a little while. Just one light. I need a kind of a side lighting here. Okay, that's a good spot for the camera. Right here, very good. All right, here's my light. It's a kind of weird. Does it work? It does. We're gonna kind of set it up here and just turn it. Very good. Come on, you can do it. There you go. I need the side lighting here. All right, perfecto. Okay. All right, switching the camera over to this. So instrument only. Hold on a second. Instrument only. Very good. Oh, we have a cat attack. We've got a cat. That's Mo. He's a lot older side. All right, Mo. He wants to be sitting right in the light. Okay. All right, so we're still streaming. You can still kind of hear me. I don't know, but occasionally I like to do brick building. Okay. So now I got to find my own stream here. For some reason, they make it super hard to do that. There we go. So I can monitor. Let's bring it to audio down. Or we get some echoes there. All right. So now theoretically, if anyone wants to chat on Twitch, they can chat with me. Other than that, yeah, I won't see you. Okay. So we're gonna be building. It doesn't even look that pretty, but I got this free. I got this free at from TwitchCon. This was a TwitchCon. Whatever. So let's get started with this because I'd like to build this today. All right, we got a decal pack. Okay, let's see. Where's the camera? I'll put that there. Okay. All right. So it wants us to take one of these different lengths. Are these the same? Yeah, there's shorter length. There's 6x12, one 6x14, and two of the 6x12s, and one 2x12. You guys are opening these. Okay, and we're gonna make something that looks like that. All right, and just that under there. And these are here, and that under here. I assume that's what they're talking about. With that picture there. Okay, moving on. 6x14, that goes here. Makes some sense. Okay. Oh, looks like that's kind of fitting on there. Once we sort of do some sandwiching here. Okay, I like it. All right, so now we're going to need two of. Eventually, we're going to open that up, but so far we're good. Two of these, four of these, where they're kind of doing the right pieces first. One of the 2x10. That's a 2x10. It is. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. One of these. Okay, it's gonna go here. It's all right. That's gonna go there. And then we have the corner pieces. This piece in the middle. Corner pieces. Corner pieces. Corner pieces. They're all, Lego compatible, but they don't say Lego. But I bet they would work interchangeably. All right, two of these, got them, and these just stack on top of that guy, right? And that goes on top of this guy. Okay. That looks right. Okay, now we're gonna need two of these 2x4s. Yeah, might not. I don't see another 2x4 in there. Here. Oh no, we need one of those. Two 2x3s that are black. Okay. We need one of those and one purple one that's 2x3. Got it. Okay. All right. So these are the three pieces at once. So let's see. The black one goes on top of this one. And that goes on top of the purple one. I just wants to stack them like that. Looks good so far. Can you even see what I'm doing here? Hold on a second. I need to put my camera a little bit further. Yeah, you really can't. Let's try that. Yeah, that's closer to more the work area there. All right, hopefully we're on track here. I've never built an off-brand Lego. I have some other ones that I purchased a while ago. But so far, so good. Okay, we need one of these and two of pieces that I think are not, that I haven't opened yet. These pieces there. So let's see if I can find out where those pieces are. So I open the pack. Might be in here. So looking for those. Yeah, just open everything. Looks like these might, yeah, they're definitely in this one. All right, so we got two of these, one of these, and two of these. Very good. Okay, so those go on top of that one. And then this goes on top of the thing that we're making there. Facing that way, not that it matters. Okay, so now it's looking like that piece. Very good. Okay, so we're going to need two purple 2x those, and there's one there. And here's another here. And then four of the purple little dudes. Let's see if we have, I don't know if we have those in here. Let's just say I'm not pointing in that direction. what are we looking for here? Is it 4? I don't see any of those pieces, so it's in here. No, but I think they're going to be in here. Hopefully, whatever we're building will look cool. But the other thing about an off-brand Lego is that the designs are never as professional and amazing as the actual Lego company designs. All right, so it wants 2 of these and 4 of these guys here. Now we have them, right? And what are they? Okay, this is the piece we're looking for. 1, 2, 3. I might have to adjust this light. It's just too freaking low. It's really hard to adjust too. It doesn't have a base. It has this really weak clamp on it. Yeah, let me look into that because the shadows are a little too harsh right now. I can't really see what I'm doing. I'll figure it out. Just take a minute. I think maybe we can just put it on my chair here. This needs to be higher up. Got plenty of length on this thing here. It's actually better just right there, I think. Okay, I got some Diet Coke. There we go. That's going to help the... It's definitely going to help the lighting situation. Diet Coke, yummy. Ah, it's the spot. All right. Oh, man, this is such a pain in the ass. I got to get a real light for this part. Because I kind of have a jury rig system, and there's no point. I can spend a few bucks and get a real light. Okay. What do we got here? All right, 2 of those, 2 of those. All right, so it wants us to mount these there. And then these on top. Okay, that's the wrong one. Like that. 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 And we have line 1. There we go. Okay, so this looks like the thing. This looks like the thing. All right, so now we're building up another part here. All right, so 2 of these, 1x5s. Here we go. 1 flat cap 2x3. That's a flat cap. And 1 2x2 flat cap. Here's one of those. Oh, that's not one. Let's see if I can find one. That is a flat cap right there. So this goes on basically like that, and then like that, and then that's going to go on the middle like that to make that shape, and that's going to go on top of this like that. So far so good. It's a little harder to follow than the Lego instructions somehow. All right, we have decaling to do. Okay, so decal number 1. Goes here, I'm guessing. About right. Looks a little high up. All right, that's fine. And that's going to go where? Corner this here. Oh, Looks right so far. All right, let's keep building and see if it eventually looks like what it's supposed to do. All right, let's see. We're going to need one of these, two of these, perfecto, and two black 2x1s. There's two, 1 and 2, perfect. That's what we need there. Okay. So we stack those, we stack these, and then we put those under there like that, and like that. Is that what it wants us to make? Seems like it's telling us to do that. Okay, what's next? Then one 2x3 here, and a flat one like that, black, right? One of each of those. That goes on top of that. And then this is going to go on top of that, like that. Seems to be what we're looking for. All right, 2x3. Two of those, 1, 2. Purple 2x2s. Here they go, two of those. Okay, what this wants to do here? Basically, put the 2 on there, and put those together to make a slightly stronger piece, right? Yes. Okay, now we're gonna need one of, what is this? I guess it's this color, gray. And 2x3. There we go. And another 2x2. Here it is. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so it's gonna go there. Oops. No. That was premature. Look at the picture again. Okay, yeah, let's put another. No, make another layer there. This seems kind of pointless. And this on top of that. That should be the right number of layers. All right, I think that's correct. Let's move on. The next thing we're going to need is a white flat or gray flat cap, right? That last one was over here somewhere. There's another one of them. And then one of these types, and then a 1x1. If we have any 1x1, here's a gray 1x1. Perfecto. Okay. So it's going to look kind of like this. And like this, and then this is going to go here according to this picture right here. Step 15 should be done. All right, step 16. All right, so we have this here. It's going to go like that to make this picture here. Okay, and then this is gonna get installed here. This looks basically like what we got in this picture here, I think. Yeah, basically, should be good. Okay, next we're gonna need this piece here, and then let's see, we got some corner. There's a corner flat cap and a little 2x1. That might be in another thingy, right? A flat one. That's not flat. It's not a wedge. I don't see it here. It's not going to be in there. It must be in. Actually, no, that's not it. It must be in here. Like that. So that's not good. All right, what was I looking for? 2x1. Yeah, those are only 1x1s. No, there's some 2x1s. always the hard. The thing that takes longest is finding. You know, they're often hidden under some other piece, some little piece. Okay, so it's this 1 by 1, and it's flat, or it's 1 by 2. Here it is. It was hiding under other pieces. All right. Let's see. So on here, we're gonna do this, this, and then that, like that. And then this is gonna go in here. Next step. Like that. Perfecto. All right. Now we need a bunch of things. Let's see. We're gonna need one of these. One of this little round dude here, right? I think that's the kind of round dude we want. 5 of these black column pieces that have a little thing in them. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those. 3 of these kind of dowel thingies. Where are those going to be? Here's these. 1, 2, 3. And 2 of the short dowels. Those are going to be 1 and 2. These items, I believe. Yes. Okay. All right. So now we're going to build a subassembly here. So we take this, insert one of these 3 times. We make a 1. And then another one at the top, right? And then we take this and you put these in twice, or 1 and 2. And then this one's gonna go here. This one is gonna connect, I think. And that should make that figure there. Okay. And that goes where? Here. Okay, so that stacks here, and then this thing goes across. Here to here, and that makes this comb thing, which isn't very straight, but I think it's good enough. And it is the picture. All right, moving on. I don't know if we'll get this whole thing. We will. I'm not. I don't think I have this to do today. We're you know, I might take a short break, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna need a gripper thingy. Where's the gripper thingy? Like this kind of gripper thingy? Yeah, that kind of gripper. Okay, so we need 1 2x4, 1 gripper thingy, and then 3 of these kind of weird shaped thingies. I think it's these are them. 1, 2, we used to have 3 of those. Never seen that shape before. Okay, so started with this thing. The gripper goes on the back. And then these go on that kind of facing outside, like that. So 1 that way, 1 that way, and 1 this way. I'm thinking. All right, let's see what do we got here. Does this look like the picture? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, so now we're going to need 2 more of these. We got them right here. And they're going to go on top of what we just, right, stacked on top of that. Like that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to need a black 2x3. One of the ones that has a single unit there, not a double unit. Here it is, single. There are 2 more of these kind of weird looking dudes. 1 and let's see if I can find them. Here, these 2 pieces, and then 2 of these guys, I think. like that. Okay, so there's one of those. That's gonna be a little tricky to find. Sure, there's another one here. It's not a gripper. It's like that. Okay, here's the other one. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Attracting all pieces for the next step here. So let's see. So this piece is gonna go here. This piece they want me to put here. And the single pieces are gonna go there. So one, right? 1, 2, right? 1, 2. And these two facing out. Very good. All right, so that's what it looks like the picture. Checking here. Okay. No, I actually think they're upside down. Right. I mean, I think I should have actually. Yeah, could I have put these the other way? Would they have faced the other way? Yeah, no, they won't face the other way. They only face one way. Right. Yeah, got it. So. Are these the right pieces for sure? It looks a little different. I'm wondering whether it's these pieces. Are they the same? The piece is the same. No, it's different. Got it. Yeah, I think they're different pieces. I'm glad I look carefully at the picture. It's not exactly the right picture there. But I realize now there's they're very close variations of those. So there's that one. And this one. Right. I'm sure it would be a mess up if I didn't do them the right way. With those little things hanging below them. So now there's going to have to be these two pieces here, right? Okay. Interesting, but that's also something that Lego won't do. Lego's more careful about making pieces which are almost identical, very well kept apart. But now that I see that I do have the right pieces, and now it looks correct. Okay, let's keep moving on. Step 23, we're going to need 2. Oh, this is an interesting color here. Let's see. I'm just thinking it's kind of a simple corner piece, right? Little corner pieces, like, but not flat. Curved. Okay, here they are. So there's one of them here. The other one's going to be there. Perfect. There's 2 of those. One, it should definitely stick out because it's orange. Here it is. And one of these roof, these are roof pieces. That's not it. It's this one here. Roof tiles, I call them, or something. Okay, so that's going to go on here. This piece is going to go on facing that way. Very good. That wedge is going to go on the back, facing backwards. Wedging that direction. Right. Okay, there's a wedge. And then these pieces are going to go kind of one there. And then one there. Oops. Flying wedge. Hello. Hello. What's this piece here? All right. Is that what we're looking for? Yeah. Okay, next step. All right, so it takes one of these. I definitely have to stand up and walk. Oh, damn it. I'm always doing that. Give me a second here. Oh, fuck. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. It's gonna have to be fine. Oh, always do the same things. Every fucking time. Oh, I never put stuff on the floor. Never put food or drink on the floor. It's a solid rule. I just broke it, and I always regret it. I should, and I basically not allow. People come to my house, I'm like, don't put the food on the floor, but I just did it, so that makes me the moron. Okay, one of these. I'm not maintaining situational awareness is basically what's happening, right? And then something which I think looks like that, so that's a good piece to have. All right, so targeting this piece here, but it is what it is. Carpet shell anyway. Do. Okay, that piece went here. This piece is gonna go here. Oh, that piece is gonna go here. I love building the Legos, especially the real Legos. This is a fake Lego. That's fine. You get this piece here, easy to find, and this piece here, also easy to find. So that one's gonna go here. And this piece is going to go facing like that, sort of. Okay, perfect. It's still looking like it's supposed to. Okay, one more of these. One more of these. Well, I guess there's another one of these. Here it is. Let's see. And we got some decals to put on. How fun is that? All right, so let's see. This piece is going to go. All right, first we got to do this. And then we got to do that. And this piece is going to go here. And then we have to put a decal on. Number 8. This is a hard decal to put on too, I think. Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's do this. Yep, it is a hard decal to put on. But I don't care. It's gonna have to do. Decal sort of put on. All right, so step this aside for step 27. Oh, actually, no, we're gonna use it. All right, so let's see. We need one of an unusual looking piece, but it's this one here. 2 of these guys. 1, 2. Let's see. 1 of these, and 1 of this guy here. Okay, so we start with that facing that direction, and this is going to go on to like, well, actually no, wrong direction. This direction here. That it wants us to look like. So 2, put these in here. Facing up. Yes. Right. And this little guy on top, facing which way? Doesn't really say. Okay, still kind of looks like it was supposed to. All right, so where does that go? It goes on the gripper back here first. Okay. All right, so that's looking like the picture there. Step 28. We're going to put this where? I guess it wants us to put it in around there. Is that correct for the picture? It basically is correct to the picture that I see. We're going to move on in any case. Ooh. See how this goes. All right, keep moving forward. We got 2 of these. They go on top of each other. We got 1 of these. 3 by 1. There we go. And how many of those? 3 of those. 1. Let's see. 2. 3. What does this want us to do here, there? Like put these like that, and like this, and like that. And then mount that on here, like there. Yeah, that's all right. All right, then another one of these, and then kind of the short version of that guy. There's one of these guys. No, it's the other dude. This guy, I believe. Yes. Okay, so this guy, and then that goes in like that on a side. And he's going to go here. Okay, looks like the picture. All right, move forward. We're going to get how many of these? 1, this. 2 more of these guys. Plenty of those. And 1 dark gray 2 by 2. Okay, so that's going to go. Turn this around. This is going to go there. This is going to go here. And then these 2 pieces facing out. 1, 2. All right, that's that picture there. Okay, moving on. All right, a bunch of things. We're gonna actually kind of speeds up as you move on because there's fewer pieces to look through. 1 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, just the regular purple 1 by 1s, and then 1 something. These are definitely kind of weird. Oof. It's special versions of these that have a white stripe on them, but I didn't see them. Maybe they're special pieces in some special place. I mean, yeah, I don't see anything like those. Yeah, did I miss it? Some of these have white. Oh yeah, there's 1. That's 1. Okay, so I didn't miss them. I think hopefully. It's not that one though. I may have missed it. I may have screwed up. It shouldn't matter too much. See if I still have 1 then. That's that, because I may not have looked. Probably didn't. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't see another one that's got the stripey thing on it. It's the same piece though, right? Oh, here, I got it. Okay, so now I have all the pieces. 2 purple, 1 regular one of these, and then the striped dudes. Okay, so holding it like this, okay, the purple one is going to go here, purple one's going to go here, black 2 by 1's going to go between them. And now on the back, okay, so this one stripe got a stripe and facing that direction. It's going to be here. This one's going to get the stripe and facing this direction. It's going to be there. And These are going to face out. Okay, I think we're getting there. Where's that other piece? Yes. Okay, looks like the picture. Definitely looks like the picture. All right, step 34. We're going to need one of, let's see, these. Okay, so one of, how many? One of those, but it's hanging below, right? This is a hanging below one. This 1x4 of this dude here. 2x2 color. Brown. Do I see a 2x2 in brown? I don't think I interchanged the brown and the gray one. I don't care. Right. So see a gray one, a blue one, and a white one. 2x2s, right? Then what's this one? The purple of that guy. This guy here. All right, we'll just use the gray. Actually, I think it is the gray. It is gray. It's hard to tell. All right, let's figure out how this one's going to work. This is going to go on top of that one. It's the same color. Then this one it wants to put here. This covers up. I'm guessing only that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, this goes on there first. So that one goes on, huh? Right? It goes on there. Okay, it does. And this one's going to go on like that. Right? That. And that's going to go on there. And then this is going to go on here. According to the picture, right? It's got to have to be close enough. We used all the pieces. One. All right, 3 of these purple ones. I got 1, 2, 3. 1x1s. Purple 1x1s there. And then what is this one? That's the one with the little thing above. That's purple. Purple. See if I can find that one. Here it is. Right, that's the right piece. And then a black cover. Black cover. Here it is. So what is we're going to do on this one here? All right, let's see. Holding this like this. This piece is going to go in here. Take 2 of these. And this guy, right? Almost, all right. Almost lost a piece. Okay, it's in the middle. We're doing fine. I'm to schedule here. Okay, so this one goes here. Wait a minute. Just almost did it wrong again. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, this one goes over this one. And this one goes on top of that one. Finally get it right. That took a while to build that sandwich there. Okay, so we built the sandwich. And that's going to go where? Here. And that piece goes there. And the black one, yeah, this is going to go here. And this black piece goes where? It goes here, and then we're going to put a decal on it. Number what? Number 6. Seriously, number 6? Let's see how it's going to fit on it. But what do I care? Oh, took off an extra one if you want to. How's it going to go? Oh yeah, this is the wrong piece. No, it's not the wrong piece. Huh? Yeah, that's not going to look like we're supposed to. Was it number 9? Yeah, it was wrong. Boy, that's tricky. Tricky. But, gotcha. Alright, good enough. Alright, next, we're moving on. Some of these decals are fucked up. I don't care. All right, maybe. No. I gotta find this piece up close here. This piece, okay. So that piece, this piece, and another interesting looking purple piece. It's this one here. Okay. Now those are gonna go, let's see. This one's gonna go here. This one's gonna go here, makes some sense. This piece here goes like that, according to that picture. All right, much more construction to do, but it's moving along quicker. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Perfect, they're right here. 1 of these, right? Yeah, 2 by 1. 2 of the ones that have the coming up above. That's them. Perfect. Well, let's see. Black 1 by 1 flat caps. There's 1 here. And there's, oh gosh, this one has 2 things on it. That's on the one. Okay, so that's that one. And this one doesn't have 2 things on it, right? Plain. Got it. Oof. And this 4 by 4. All right. So let's see. What do they want us to do here? This one is going to go on top. This one here. Oh man, it doesn't matter. This one is going to go here. This thing goes in here. Yeah, I messed up the decals. I don't care. This is gonna go. Let's see. This is gonna go here. The single ones are gonna go here, right? And then these will go there. Yes, get those line up. They should. All right. Still kind of looks like the picture. Enough. Close enough. All right. Yeah, okay. 1 of, let's see, black 4, no, this one here, perfect, 4 by 1, 2 by 1, and a flat, this color dude. Okay, so let's see, facing that way, we want this flat color dude there. these pieces are gonna go up here, there, and then I guess we need two of these. One here. Where's the one? There's one. Two of those. Very nice. Is it looking like the picture over here? It does kind of look like the picture over here, sort of. Close enough. All right. We're getting towards the end. I'm feeling a 1x4 and two of these. One here. Okay, I got two of those, and then one black flat cap. Black plain flat cap. Very good. All right. Holding it this way. All right, so this on top of these two. Okay. And that's going to go there. Like that. And then this piece is going to go here. Number 11, not that I care. This one, I don't really think it matters. All right, got the decal. I don't care about the decals. One of, what is that? Just a regular 2x2. Okay, this guy, no. What is this color? It's purple, but it's got a hook. Do we have one? Here it is. Blue, this one, 2x2, and the white 2x2. And then I don't know what color that is. Multicolored piece, is that a thing? Yeah, it is. Here it is. One of those. Okay. Let's see. So the white and the blue one. White goes on top of the blue. And that goes in here. This piece they want us to put, oh, we gotta make a construction here. So we start with this piece, and it goes on there. Step 2 is this piece is gonna go on like that, right? And 3 and 4. He's gonna fit on these things. They will. Okay, so this piece goes on here. And this piece is going to go on. Yeah, decals is kind of the least fun part, but I'll get them. Okay, so now we built this thing, whatever this is here. We get like that. Okay, where are we orienting here? Onto these things here. That, I mean, that's got to be the right way to do that. Alrighty, two. These are like these red pink things, right? Or maybe not. It's just regular 2x1s, right? There's a 2x1. Need two of those. Here's another 2x1. And I'm gonna need two 2x1s that are the taller ones. One in there, another one is here. And one of this bright yellow dude here. Okay, so first we're gonna stack these twice. Once, twice. You're gonna go on the side of this guy here. Once, twice. And then this guy's gonna go. I'm guessing that's the only piece that it looks like, so it's gonna go right there. still basically looking like the picture. Yes, it is. Okay. One of these, two of these, and two 1x1s in this red color. Okay, got them. Okay. Now these are going to go here. 1 and 2. And these red ones are going to go on the ends. 1 and 2. Oops. 1 and 2. Hello. Coming together. Next step. Is it looking like the picture? It is looking like the picture. All right, let's get some more pieces. Okay, we're coming down to it. One of these, two of these, two of, let's see, one just plain black caps. There's two of those covers. Two 1x1s. There's in black, right? Two 1x1s in black. Oh, I just mean one anyway. And then two of these. One and two of those. Okay, so now we want to construct them here. Let's see. So let's see. These pieces are going to go here and here. And these pieces are going to go how? Let's see. This one here is going to go here. Man, light's not good. And the flat pieces are going to go to the sides of those. One. Another flat piece is going to go here. Okay, so that's that side. And this side, okay, we got these sticking out. One's there. One's here. Beautiful. These pieces in the middle. Perfecto. Like the pieces there. Looks exactly like the thing. All right. One of, it's kind of a curvy cover thingy here. It's that thingy. And one thing that we probably used up. No, it's this thing. 1x4. No, it's this one. Okay, this one piece here I need. All right, so holding it what direction? That direction. This piece is going to go weirdly like that. And then this piece is going to go down here. Right? There. Perfect. Let's just put 5 somewhere. Is this 5? We'll try it. Okay. Decal. I think that's right. I don't care. Is this the right? Did I put this stuff in the right place? It does. Yeah, it does appear that I did it in the right place. Okay, now get closer. Still have a lot of shit to do. All right, 1x1. Two of these flat caps. There's one. There's another one. Another one of those small corner dudes. Here he is. All right, so that's gonna go. Let's see, face this way. So there's a cap there. There's this kind of piece here. There's another flat cap next to it. And then this piece is they want us to stick there like that. Right, kind of like that. Okay, yep, pretty much looking good. All right, we're gonna make it a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, so for this, we're gonna need that's this piece here, right? Is it that piece there? Yes, that's that piece there. This piece here. This piece there. Yep. This this guy, huh? Two just regular these guys. A black mini gripper. This piece here, yes. And a 1x4 cover is left right there. Is this the one that has something on it though? That's the only one I have, so that's what we're gonna use. Alrighty. Right, yeah, it's the only one. Okay. So step one. Take this piece and put it, let's see, holding this piece like that. We got this goes there. And another purple piece goes in here, I believe. Make that shape. Two. Let's see. This gripper, this is a hard one to follow. It's gonna go there, right? Or here. Oh, this way. Doing something for me. Did I do the wrong? Was I one of these? Okay, I gotta look very closely. This one could take a little while. This little step here. Look very closely. Okay, got this piece here. There. That's good. Shows this going here. Right? Okay, that goes there. And this is the right piece, right? It does go on this. This is the part where I'm having trouble. I don't think it wants to go on that. This takes a little work. Okay, now we got that. And then that goes on there. And this piece goes on here. That just takes a lot of viewing to figure out. And then that whole thing is going to go on there. Okay. Right here. Okay. Is that the right orientation? Yeah, and then this piece here needs to go here. That's exactly the right piece, actually. Very good. For a change. All right, so let's see what's next. Boss is next. How long have you been streaming for? This always takes that. Yeah, I always stream for hours when I do Lego, but it's fun. I mean, it's different. I do it every day. I get one of these and 4 of those shelfie dudes. Let's see if I can find it. There's 1, 2, there's 3, here's 4. Very good. Okay. So basically, let's see. I'm gonna put array these facing out. That way, there's 4 of them. This one's also gonna face out. That side. Very good. Like that piece. Now we need 1 of these, 2 of these, and 2 more of those shelfie pieces. 1 here, 1 here. Perfecto. Okay, so what are we doing here? These pieces are gonna go under there, right? Well, actually it shows how do I have to do this first. Well, no, we can do it this way. Here's here. But then these are facing out underneath. One's there. And we can do it this way. One is here. that kind of like that piece there. Yeah, they stick out a bit. Okay, so that goes on top of there. Okay, that does look like that's the right shape, I believe. Yes, very good. All right, next thing we're going to need is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 flat. These are, no, let's see. I'll find them eventually. It's definitely a 2 by 1. Got some sticking out of it. On the side. Here it is. Actually, we have 2 of these, but here's only 1 for now. Okay. And then 1. Oof. That's going to be a little tricky to find, maybe? No. This one, perhaps? No, it's the other direction. This one, perhaps. Yeah, that one. Okay, we got the 4 pieces we need. All right, so what does this want us to do? So these are going to go under there. Like that. Make a 3 of those. And then this is going to go on the bottom of that. And then this needs to go onto here, right? That sandwich there. Okay, yep, looks good. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the side here. We're gonna need one of these, another one of these, another one of these guys. Right? Oh, this guy. I'm gonna find it. This guy here. Okay. So now we're gonna take the top one. That guy there. This guy here. This guy on the bottom of that. And then we flip this around to go on that side, right? They're symmetrical. Thinking. Okay. Next step, we're gonna need 1 of these and 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this flat cap goes. Hold these like this, and they go under. That shape. Perfecto. Now we need 2. I think these are these wedge dealios. When they're going to need him. There's 2 wedges. Great. 1 of a very strange looking piece. So it can't be that hard to find. In here. It's a weird, this weird looking piece here. Let's see, look at it real close. I don't know what the hell else. I definitely don't see anything looks like that in here. I think those are extras. Alright, let's just take another look around. Alright, what am I looking for? Oh, I think I know what I'm looking for. It's this piece. Okay, got it. All right. So that two of those pieces, this piece here, then okay, I got it. It's just, and then a regular 2x1, and then these two domes, one there, one here, and one little brown. Where's it gray? These little tiny things there. That's gray. Okay. All right, this is going to be a complicated piece of construction here. I can already tell. Okay, so start with this thing on the bottom, then a regular 2x1 on top of that. This is only one direction. Yeah. And then the wedgie thing on top of that, facing this way. Okay. And then another wedgie thing. And then these on top of that. Yeah, am I building? Am I supposed to build in here? Oh, this is going to be, I don't understand what this is going on here at all. Okay, so that looks like that. Then what does it connect to? Or is it this piece? It's this piece here. Like that. Right. And this thing has to be here. I don't understand what that piece is going to do. Wow. Very complicated. This piece is actually going to go in here. Ugh. I can't get this piece to go in here. It's like literally fitting a round piece in a square peg. I don't think it's going to fit. Interesting. Weird. It must fit because they're showing it in there. I mean, it doesn't must fit. But maybe it's the wrong piece. I mean, it's just a simple barrel. Oh, it's very hard to work with this piece too. It's tiny. So I'm trying to get this barrel inside this square hole. Can that possibly be right? I mean, if I don't do this, I have a feeling I won't be able to build the whole something attached. I guess if I take this off, right, it might be a little easier. It definitely doesn't want to go in there. It's almost the right size. Okay, finally, believe it or not, it just did go in there. Okay. All right, moving on. made it go in there. Not, it must be, there must be some trick to that. Looks like the picture. All right, let's see what else we're gonna be able to start moving forward again. I think we're gonna finish this. I don't really want to do a break and kind of finish next week anyway. Okay, so we need a 1 by 1 for this guy. Got it. A wedgie 1 by 1. There it is, a wedgie. The dome, the half dome. Oof, these are different pieces. There's like a double height one. That's this one, right? There's a single height one and a oof, right? That's got to be it. Okay. What does it want us to do here? Okay, get the wedge. Here's the big end of the wedge. Put the dome on the wedge, facing that way. Put that on the shorter piece. Put that on the longer one. And then that's going to go here. That is what it's supposed to look like according to this picture. And then this is going to go facing like that. Like that. If it will go. Like that. Oh. Okay. Is that like the picture? Yeah, just like the picture. All right, moving on. Let's see what we got here. We got 1 by 3. That. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's different kinds. Shoosh. Oh, and one more of these little things. Okay, got it. Okay, so what they want us to do is take this, stack these next to each other. Boom, boom, boom. And then one of these has to go partially in here to act as a connector. And that's kind of hard, but I think it can be done. Because I've done it before. All right. Like that. This in here. And just gently roll that into there. No. Okay, which one? This one here, I'm thinking. This is really hard. Boy, this they should definitely have come up with a different design. This is stupidly hard to put on. And they have several more of these I think I have to do. It's literally a round peg and a square hole. And then actual Lego designs never make you do this. There must be a trick that I don't know about how to get these in here. But I don't know what it is. It's probably really, you probably use a tool or something. Like maybe I need to put this on here. It won't fit there. Won't fit there. Won't fit on this thing here. And then we can transfer it in. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right one here. That one. Yeah, that was the right way to do it. Use a tool. Okay, I think we got it. All right. I think that's, there's actually one more of those, but now I know how to do it, so Okay, one of these. One wedgie dude. Another half dome. Another one of the taller ones here. So let's see. Step here. Where's the wedgie dude? That's not the wedgie dude. Okay, wedgie dude goes there. Okay. Then on the shorter one. Then on the longer one. Okay, and he wants to turn this way, and then that goes on here. Okay. All right. Now, let's now know what these are. Two of these. One of those. One 2x1, and then two more of these domes. We're definitely rolling through the full dome, right? There's two of those. Okay, got those pieces. All right. So start with a wedge. There's a wedge. Hold it like that. It's going to go on the regular one, right? This one. And then the one with the ins and the outs on both sides. There's a precision piece, I think. There. Okay. That piece goes there. Then that one there. All right. Okay, so that piece there. Then, okay. Another wedge, right? And these things on top of that. Boom, 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 boom. And that's going to go in here. Oh. This piece is a little... not very strong. But that is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. And then that's going to go back on here, facing there. This is going to be right facing down here. And that. That is what it's supposed to look like. I think it's not looking great. I mean, it's not a beautiful piece, but it is what it is. Okay. Getting there. We're going to be there soon. One of these. And that's going to go... Okay, put this in the middle. Right? And then that's going to go how on this piece here. Like across the top. Like that. Okay. Now we need 4 of these wedgies. We have our curved wedgies, curved tops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 2x1. There it is. Okay, so let's see. So this is going to go there. And that's going to go next to it. And that's going to go where? That's going to go here. then these wedges will go by the side of them. Right, just here. And here. Okay, still looking like the picture, so we'll keep moving on. All right, these are lots of pieces now. All right, 1 2 by regular 2 by 1. One of the 2 by 2s that has 2 by 1s has things on both sides. 4 of these half domes. There's 1. There's 2. That's a quarter dome. That's a quarter dome. Right. We do need both the quarter domes. 1, 2. All right, so there should be more full domes for these pieces, right? There's 1 more, 2 more. 4 of these guys here. All right, that's everything. We have 4 wedges. So let's grab those 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the pieces are needed. Right there. All right, start building. I need 2 of those. Okay. Okay, so we take these 2 guys here. And this guy has to go over that piece, right? Over this piece. They only go one way. You can't reverse them. They won't fit. Okay, so that piece goes like that to make that. And then we gotta have, let's see, this thing, top of a wedge. And on top of this guy here. Okay, so that faces this way. I need 2 of those. And those on here. Actually, we're both 4 of those. Dome PC goes on a wedge. Goes on a bigger piece. Mo, what do you want? You want something that goes here. All right. And then another one of these dome pieces goes on a wedge. Goes on the bigger piece here. Dome, there we go. And that piece is gonna go where? Another one of these. There's the dome that goes on a wedge. Another bigger piece. And that's gonna go here, I think. Right, to make that thing. We turn that way. And then we have these 2 pieces to place like that. Right? And there. And one here. Okay. And that needs to go in where? Like here. It's not gonna go. Oh man. I might have to do this next. I might finish this on another day. I'm starting to get a little tired of it. That's not the right way. That's the right way. Maybe I can figure this out. All right. How does this need to go on here? Is it gonna fit these things in here? So I don't think it is. Let me check something here. Would they fit? Oh, they would fit, potentially. Okay, I can't fit it. All right. This needs to be, just do it. And it's gonna go in like that. It did fit. Okay, oh, we got it done. And that's going to go on top of this thing. But what direction? That's facing that direction. Let's see, like kind of like this. Oh, no. Okay, this, like that. Okay, got it. Voila. Yep, fits the picture. That is the picture. So it's basically the red hair on it. Okay, it's coming together. This made a giant figure here. Okay, 2 of these. 1 and 2. 2 of these. 1. Running low on pieces. 1 and 2, which is good. 2 of these. Right? Are those the same? Oh, one of them is taller. Oof. I think I may have messed up. We'll get some extras though. Might need these. All right, so we need, let's see, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of the taller blocks, and 2 of the short. These are the shorter. Oh, that's a short one. Or maybe you'll have to. There's this size. Is that the size it wants? I think so. So put these aside. 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 wedges with things on them. There we go. 1 and there's a plain wedge. Wedge with a thing. Here it is. Okay, 2 of those, 2 of the plain wedges. 1, 2. Actually, are these the same? Yeah, there's some extras. All right, 2 of these. 1. All right, they're just plain these dudes. 1 and 2, perfecto. And 2 more of those stupid little barrels, they're impossible. There's 2 of them. All right, so now we're gonna have to start making things. So let's see. Step 1, take a wedge with the thing that direction. Put it on top of this piece here. Step 2, put the flat cap on with a flat wedge thingy. Turn it upside down, and then stick that barrel in there. That's the hard part. Although these are easier. I know how to do this now. Use the tool. Use the tool. Put that there. It's easier. Okay, so do that. And maybe that twice. Okay, so we take this wedge here. Put it on top of this piece here. This is not a comfortable position for me to be in. Put the wedge cover on it. So it kind of stacks up like that. Okay. upside down, use the tool, not waste my time. Use the tool. Goes into there easily. The tool. Okay, then what do I want to do? All right, then we have to build this thing here. This thing here has this piece here, right? That goes over this piece here. Make that shape there. And then that's going to go in, let's see, that faces there. And that's going to face like that. According to that, and we're going to do that twice. Okay. Almost there. My cat is watching me with great interest. Okay, so that's there. These pieces like that. Then put this piece under it. Put these pieces under that. This piece under both of those. And then holding it like that. And have it facing out like that. Make two of these. Right. And we used all the pieces. Okay, so now we need one this, one this. Okay, this is gonna go on the top. And these are gonna go here, and here. And that shape there, perfecto. And then that's gonna go on the front here, down in here. Perfecto. Exactly fits perfectly. So far, we're doing pretty good on the constructions. All right, so we need these two items here. These two items here. Having a great time making Lego. I think we'll be able to finish it. Well, obviously, at this point, I'm not going to back off. All right, so let's see. Take this thing here. And let's see. These are going to be placed right here. And here. Oh, yes, no, maybe, kind of. And then these have to go right here and here to make it look like that, which it does. Moving on. All right, so we got this piece here, and two of, what do we want? We want, there should be some brown 1x1s. Here they are. There's two brown 1x1s. Perfecto. Okay, so that's gonna go, let's see, across here. And this one's in the middle. And then these will cover, well, not cover it. On top of those. Perfecto. That's like that picture there. Yeah, it is. Very good. Okay. So then we need one of this kind of dude here. Two of these pieces here. And two of these pieces here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here and put it on top of this guy twice. So this piece here on top of this guy. Very good. And then they go side by side. So one's going to go here. And the other is going to go here. And these are like eyes of the character. Let's see, we go here. So we'll fit here, right? I'm sure it will. The other one fit. There it goes. Okay, there. Oh yeah, and then we got this piece here, both of these pieces. Let's see, where are they gonna go? Oh yeah, and this guy. So he goes here. And then these guys go facing this way. I guess these are the facial features here. You know, that's the guy. That's the dude's glass. That's his forehead, his hair. These are his eyes, his sunglasses. Okay, that's that phase. All right, 2 of these. 1 of these. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so take 2 of these pieces here and put them on top of this guy here. Okay, how do we want to put this guy on here? I'm thinking here. And these pieces are going to go next to him. There. You're going to get some air noise. And that's just how it is. And here.
It's fine.
That is what that's supposed to look like. Oh yeah, no, there's these guys here. So I'm thinking like that and like that. Little eyebrow type thingies, I guess. Very nice. Okay, we're almost done. It's gonna get loud. That's fine. This guy here. One of these. Alright, let's see how we gotta build this guy here. Alright, starting from this piece here. We put this piece on here. And then this piece on there. We put the black cap on top of the black piece. And they're gonna go there. This thing goes like here. Oh. There. This guy's gonna go where? He basically goes in here like that. And then we have some decals. So okay, let's see what we do this. So 6 is gonna go here. So 7 goes on the other side. Easy enough. Okay, we're not straight. Right, building more stuff. We're almost done. Keep saying that though. All right, black 2x1, purple 2x1, flat cap, perfect. Purple. Then we have this guy here, right? That's the correct piece there. Okay. Starting this, that goes on here. And then that goes on the black one. And the black kind of goes there. And then, okay, we gotta flip this over. Kind of shows it going here. Like it does. Alright, now we got this special dude here. Okay. One more of these. Purple flat cap. This guy here. These guys. Right. Enough. Sorry about the noise, but nobody cares. Alright, so now we're going to construct this one here. Oh, jeez. Maybe it's just it smells like gas in here like you wouldn't believe. By the way, I don't know if Science, you're still here. I do. Basically, the company's closed. There's no reason. I can't even. I mean, I could work, but no. It's a bank holiday. I work for a bank. Hold on a second here. Oh, okay. That was fun though. I'm gonna show you. I'll show off in a second. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, I'm real stiff from sitting there. Alrighty. Oof, real stuff. But we'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry for it. When I'm sitting there reading, doing the Lego, I barely read. I barely read Twitch chat, but I can't read YouTube chat at all. Sorry about that. So, but that's just for the logo section. Okay, so what happens was we got these free logos, like Legos, or they're off-brand Legos. Frag Punk, which is a video game apparently that's kind of like, I guess it's in the COD, or it's an extraction, or it's a battle royale, I guess actually. So this is off-brand Lego. It's not the real Lego. It doesn't say Lego on it, but it was free. So I wanted to. I felt it was a time to build up. Boy, we went in 3 hours and 42. I was basically doing this for 2 hours though. Hold on a second. I gotta go because we have noise that I can't do anything with. So see you next time, which will be Friday.